I actually remember 25 years ago when the CCD actually started. I really remember Market Street being pretty deplorable, lots of trash, graffiti.
It was kind of dark, the lighting wasn't good.
After 5 o'clock, when business closed down, everybody went home. And it was not a very inviting place, not a very safe feeling place.
Center City District came with the clean, safe, and well-managed.
Those teal jackets are well known, and every time you see them, you know who they are.
When we first started, I always used to say 50% of it is doing the job, but the other 50% was being seen doing the job. It was never just about clean and safe. It was always about restoring confidence in Center City.
What I enjoy the most about my job is just making a difference. I love it.
I was on 6th and Market, right by where the Liberty Bell is, and there was an entire family, I would say maybe 10 people from Japan. There was a bit of a language barrier, but they were trying to tell me that they had saved up for 5 years to come here just to see the Liberty Bell.
Even sometimes if you have a little language barrier, the eyes are the windows of the soul. And if you take your time, you pull out a mat, you get a feel for what they want, you can deliver what they're actually asking for.
The services that they provide to keep the streets clean certainly enhances the appearance and the experience that our convention attendees and international visitors have when they come to visit Philadelphia.
The banner program is here to help promote the arts and cultures in Philadelphia. We have approximately 1,500 poles within the district. We hang anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 banners a year.
Almost all of our conventions have the street banners that really do make our convention attendees feel very welcome in the city.
Because of Center City SIPs, the entire city comes to life, and people are on every sidewalk in the city.
Center City District, though, got behind the Restaurant Week idea, expanded it to be virtually really a month of your year. You don't have to do any marketing, you don't have to drag them because they're just coming out of the woodwork to come to your establishment.
In the mid-1990s, we started to move beyond clean and safe. We financed streetscape improvements, lighting, landscaping, and directional signs. And then in 2007, we began to focus on parks, Cafe Cray, Sister Cities, Collins Park, and Dilworth Park.
You're able to bring your children to the parks, have a good time, run through the water, listen to the free concerts. And I think it's much more welcoming to the families now, instead of just individuals.
I literally have been out in restaurants seated and people will come up to me and say, I want to thank you for building Sister Cities Park. You know, my children and I are there all summer long. It's made such an impact on my family, and being able to get my kids out of the house and into play spaces where there's water really has changed their lives.
Sister Cities is very important, and I think it reflects the increasing trend towards public spaces within city environments. When we take a look at all the people who are young who have moved into the city, or an older demographic who have moved into the city, where they can congregate outside of their dwelling unit is very, very important.
The park that has us most proud at this point is called Dilworth Park.
Well, Dilworth Park obviously is a jewel for the city and for City Hall. What was there before in Dilworth Plaza was not very pleasant. It was not well designed or well lit, and it was not a place you'd like to walk through. I now intentionally walk through there, and it's just a nice place to walk through to see who's there and have a coffee and just sit at one of the tables and enjoy the open space and the public interaction.
It's kind of like the melting pot. You have people from all areas of the city coming here, children, families, businessmen, women, all types of people.
I walk through here twice a day coming from Fairmount.
Now it's so nice. I mean, I never would have thought before that I would see children playing in this area.
I think Philadelphia is clearly in the ascendancy. It's a great place for people to both work, live, play.
For 25 years, we've continued to focus on improving what you see and experience every day you're in Center City.
CCD is a model for not just other organizations in the city, they're a model for other organizations around the country.
We're looking to replicate CCD model across the city, and that helps us energize people to live in their neighborhood again and to shop in their neighborhood again and to start businesses and to be employed.
I think Philadelphia today is a much different city than it was even 5 years or 10 years ago. And my hope is that the city of Philadelphia 5 and 10 years from now is even better than we hope it is today.
We've done a lot, but we're not going to rest on our laurels because there's still more to do.
To compete with our peer cities, we've got to really step up our game. And that's why we've chosen to activate the Center City District Foundation as the charity of choice for those who care about the ongoing success of Center City. In the next 3 to 5 years, our focus is going to be on upgrading public spaces and enhancing programs in Center City District managed parks. We're also going to be improving gateways and boulevards to Center City, creating new parks and public amenities within the district and within all of Center City. And we're going to expand job opportunities for disadvantaged workers. More specifically, we're going to install Pulse, this amazing piece of art by internationally known artist Janet Eckelman. We're going to improve amenities for children and families in Sister Cities Park, which is so beloved by so many people. Creating landscape improvements and linkages between Center City and University City across the Schuylkill River bridges.
Our goal is to broaden the circle of people and businesses who can support a new generation of improvements to Center City.
Another great opportunity I think that the Center City District Foundation has is the completion of the Reading Viaduct. I mean, the ability to essentially create an accelerator to improve that entire stretch of North Broad Street, looping back down to Vine Street, is amazing. As a real estate developer, when I look at things like that, that's how you create long-term value. That's how you create sustainability. That's how you create durability in neighborhoods and economic growth.
When I traverse around the Reading Viaduct, I see the buildings that are empty, the opportunities for residential investment. I think that's going to be a signature project that's going to revitalize that part of the community, bring more people in to live, be a good amenity for the people in Chinatown and other places that have lived there for a long time, and create new investment in the city, and that's really what we're all about.
But while these projects are our current focus, we're approaching our work with our eyes wide open. You know, who knows what the next great idea is going to be? So we really welcome everybody's ideas.
I've known about Center City District, as I said, for 25 years. So when Nancy and Paul approached me about coming on board to the foundation and given our love of green space in our city, it was a no-brainer for me to want enthusiastically to join the board.
CCDF is really to build upon the existing mission that was created by CCD. But the more important thing is create some long-term planning, long-term funding to make sure as the city grows, we're able to grow the public spaces and grow the public services that are important to make sure that people continue to find Philadelphia a very attractive place to live and work.